here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the sun, woman.
Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me for your New Moon Suncasts. The new moon this month is in the sign of Libra, and as many of you know, this was a black moon, which means that it's the second new moon in 1 month. And contrary to any of the negativity that you may have seen online, the black moon is actually a super positive lunation. New moons are the seeds for new beginnings, and at that period of time where the new moon is, it's a time to start something new that will grow and expand over the month cycle as the moon grows. This particular new moon, this black moon, is very much even more fortunate and lucky and good for all of us because it is conjunct Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, in the sign of Libra. So anytime you have a new moon that is conjunct Jupiter, it's an extremely fortunate time for all of us in general. What you want to do during this time is plant your seeds because you have an extra powerful boost of energy from that big planet Jupiter that brings expansion in our lives, spiritual awakening into our lives, dealings with people from other parts of the world, global interests, and it is in the sign of Libra, which is the sign of relationships. So relationships are going to be a super strong focus this month, and growing relationships, good luck and fortune through those connections, and really looking toward the future, actually being able to catch a glimpse of the future where your relationships are concerned. So the themes of justice, fairness, balance, equilibrium, and interconnection, connecting on a very deep, powerful, and spiritual level with another person or with other people in your life, is a very strong focus this month. So let's go ahead and take a look at the general readings for each of the 12 signs. Again, these are general messages. If you'd like a more in-depth and very specific individual reading for yourself, please contact me at my website, and I'd be happy and proud to be able to do a private personal reading for you. I have a number of options there that you can choose from. So thank you all again for tuning in. My current subscribers, I welcome you back. Thank you so much for being faithful to the channel. And my new subscribers, welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in, becoming a part of this Sun Woman community. Let's go on to the individual 12 signs. Happy birthday, my beautiful Libras. This new moon, black moon in Libra, is going to be highlighting you, your first house. This is your birthday new moon. And we should just change your name to the most favored sign in the zodiac right now, because everything is just in your corner at this point. You have the new moon in Libra. You have Jupiter on top of that new moon, which is bringing you opportunities for good luck and expansion and blessings of all kinds for a year. So, you are really in the catbird seat right now as far as anything that you're wanting to do in your life, get started, improve, fix, balance out. This is your golden year right now, Libra, and it all, is set off by this new moon that is going to be, highlighting new beginnings for you. So, where relationships are concerned, this is an excellent time for healing, for getting together, for, reconnecting with people from the past, for connecting with someone new. It's a time to balance things in your lives with the people that you care about most, whether that is your family, friends, or a partner. And, it's just a time to be very optimistic about your life and about the future. So I know, my Librans have been going through some really deep things in the past year and a half. But this is now the reward for you with Jupiter in your sign, and definitely sparked by this new moon. This should be a very powerful time for you. So let's go ahead and take a look what the messages are. I'm not going to accept that. What the messages are for you for the month of October. And this is the new moon cycle in Libra between now and September 30th. What are the messages for Libra for this month of October? Messages for Libra for the month of October 2016. Messages for Libra. And I've already pre-shuffled the cards. Libra. Okay, we have the Three of Swords in the past, the Ten of Pentacles covering the Five of Pentacles in the near future. We have the Empress crowning. Wow, that's a beautiful card. We have the Hangman representing external influences in your life. We have the King of Wands in your hopes and fears area, and the Six of Cups in the outcome. All right, just move these over so that you can see them. And then I'm going to pull an oracle card to see what's at the heart of the matter here for you, Libras. What is message from Spirit for my Libras? And that card is Stand Still. Okay. All right, so just let me take a look at these. All right, so this is very much, for me, a reading about relationships for you, Libra, which, of course, is right up your alley. And I really feel like, some of you may be saying, oh, wow, all of this great stuff that you're talking about, as of last month or as of the last few months, I really have not been feeling that. There's been something going on in my life. It could have been a breakup, could have been some residual heartache or residual sadness from either a separation or the loss of a loved one, or the breakup of a relationship, a marriage, long-term situation. And I feel that the basis of this is that there may be someone in your life with whom you both have been on opposite ends of life, where there has been a feeling of alienation, a standstill in the relationship. Some of the key words here are stalemate, stagnation, things kind of grinding to a halt, and there may be feelings of, just a cold shoulder situation going on, two people looking off in opposite directions. And something happening where it has bred maybe a feeling of mistrust, or you are feeling that someone in your life has been treating you with a serious lack of sensitivity. So just this is the energy that we're coming into the month with for you, Libra. But what I want to say to you is that regardless of what's going on, you are in a very powerful position for success and for healing your situation and becoming comfortable again in your own skin, regardless of who is in your life and what difficulties you've been experiencing with them. Right now, you are in a period where really whatever you touch is going to turn to gold. Now, that could be financial situations, that could be in your career, it could be projects that you're working on, and also it could also be in your family life. I feel that this is a period where, even if there is some difficulty or you've been experiencing some heartache or a feeling of separation from a partner, it is still a potent and fertile time for you where your family life is concerned. Those of you who have children, this may be a very, powerful time for you to spend time with those children, or there may be some very positive news, coming through about their successes, their happiness. Some of you, may have really hit the jackpot as far as personal situations that you have been working on very, very diligently. I'm seeing money coming through, and even if it's not a huge windfall, which it could be because the Ten of Pentacles is here covering you right now, it could also just be a situation that you've gotten into that is going to really put you in a position of security for the long term. Not just you, but all of the people that you love, your family connections, again, children, parents, very big influence here, energy around the home and the family and success. So you may still be feeling this sense of separation, and it may be that for some of you there is a need to reevaluate this relationship that you are in, because as I said, this year for you is going to bring tremendous opportunities. Now, if you are in a relationship and there have been difficulties that you are hoping to surmount, this period of time, this month, I feel, is really going to give you the answer as to whether those difficulties are surmountable or whether you need to cut your losses and open your life up to something new and better and more aligned with your path. Because many of you may be feeling that you've invested time and energy into someone in your life, but there is just this sense of separation. There's this sense of being out in the cold is the word here. So, you have all these positive things going on around you, but in your emotional life, this really may be a turning point for many of my Libras. You may need to say to yourself this month, what exactly is it that I need to be happy? What is it that I need to be happy in the long term? Am I still committed to this relationship? Is the person that I care for or that I'm involved with still committed to me? Is this situation salvageable? You personally are going to be opening yourself up to love. Now, if the person that you are involved with is not receptive to this this bounty that you have to offer, because that's really what it is. I feel that you're going to be in very good health during this period, really wanting to open yourself up to love on all levels, emotional, intellectual, physical, okay? The sensual side of life is going to be very important for you with that Jupiter expansion. And you are going to want to have a partner in your life that you can express yourself on all of these levels with. If that partner that you are with is not that person, then you need to make that decision. Soul search this month, and I feel that by the end of this month you'll really know where you stand, for better or for worse in that situation. And if it is for the worse of that connection, then as I said, you may need to spend some time alone, gather your thoughts, gather your emotions, and start heading towards a future that is one of passion and elevation of your emotions and elevation of your heart and a true heart connection with another person. Now, I feel that whoever it is that you're currently involved with, they're kind of in suspended animation, okay? They really, on some level, don't know if they're coming or going. They are stuck, okay? There's no, they don't have the ability right now, for whatever reason, to go forward. They are perhaps in a rut. They are perhaps not in tune with what they really want in their lives right now. So it's like this suspension. It's like they have you in suspense. And, you know, that's not a good way to live. That's not a healthy way to live. You want to know where you stand with someone. Someone else's uncertainty should not rule your world and your future. So if that person is going to be stuck in suspension, then you may need to let them stay there and go on and move on with your life. Make those moves. Because as I said, Jupiter highlighting, sitting on this new moon, this black moon in Libra, you know, the vibe is pulling back to move forward. And so that's the energy that you may need to adopt at this time during this month. Now, we have a very volatile full moon on October 16th, and that may be the you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back in some relationships, because Pluto will be highlighting that full moon, and it could be quite explosive. It could be quite volatile. It could be that turning point. You know, I'm seeing the tower kind of energy. But don't be afraid of that, because full moons bring things to culmination, and they release the things that we no longer need in our life. They bring to fulfillment the things that are truly aligned with our nature. Now, the you know, the person or the energy that I feel around you could be represented by this King of Wands here. That is a fire sign energy, possibly Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And with that full moon in Aries, again, it could be a very emotional period with this person, and I feel like, you know, with this king showing up in your hopes and fears area, you know, you are hoping either that this person is going to get their act together, or you are fearing that they're not going to get their act together and that you may have to move on. So I do feel that definitely by mid-month, you're going to better know where you stand and whether this King of Wands energy is for you or is an energy that you need to cut ties with and move on. Okay, yes, this person can be a very passionate person, very emotional, very charismatic person. Does not necessarily have to be a fire sign, could have fire in their chart, but the King of Wands energy, whether it's male or female, is usually a very good provider, very strong leader, usually someone that's quite successful in business, entrepreneur, CEO, a very, you know, if it's a male energy, it's a very masculine sign, so, you know, powerful male energy there. If it is represented by, if it is representing a woman in your life, it could very well be a woman who is very successful in her career. You know, she is a real go-getter. She carries a lot of responsibility. She, you know, is very aggressive when she needs to be, and especially in romantic matters, sexual matters. She has a very strong sex drive. So, you know, there's a lot of fire, energy, and passion in relation to this king person in your life. But regardless of all of that, you need to know where this king's energy lies in your life, and whether it is something that you can continue to you know, to be attached to, or whether, as I said, you need to make difficult decisions this month, but that may ultimately be for your good, okay? As that Empress energy that wants you to be happy, wants you to be fulfilled, wants you to be emotionally, you know, fulfilled, abundance in your life, you know, a fertile person. Many of you may be wanting, some of you may be wanting to start a family, to have children, and that's the energy that's very strongly on you right now. And this king energy may not be ready, is not, you know, is very focused on themselves or their own interests or their own ambitions, that they are very non-committal when it comes to perhaps wanting to, you know, have children and start a family. And you're at this point where you're ready to go, okay? That clock is ticking, and you need to know where you stand right now. Do not sacrifice any more time of your life to someone who is non-committal. If it's something that you want, that's something that you believe in and that you need in your life, it's time to follow that path. In the outcome, we have the Six of Cups here, and I do feel that this is a mixed energy, because the Six of Cups energy could be saying that either you are caught up in the past with this King of Wands energy. You know, you're kind of, whenever I see this card, it's kind of on the outside looking in. You know, you see this woman who's looking through the window, who has memories of good experiences, memories of good times that have passed. But what is happening now? What is happening at this very moment in your life? Are you being sustained only by memories and, you know, things that have happened in the past? But right now you are trying to build a future only on, you know, sentimental musings, sentimental memories? Or do you have something that you can now build a future on? You know, you want to think about that. Many of you also may be reconnecting with someone from your past. So if you run into someone, or someone hits you up on Facebook, or you know, someone that you had an emotional connection with in the past, there may be the potential for reuniting with that person, especially if it's someone, you know, I'm getting childhood sweethearts, you know, people that you knew in school or when you were a teenager, or, you know, whatever period of time that was a more carefree, lighthearted period of time. Many of you may be reconnecting with someone from that period of your life. So that is the message for you, Libra. I hope that this message has resonated for you and been helpful. I thank you again, all of my beautiful Libras, for tuning in to my channel. Thank you again for liking and sharing the videos and subscribing. And as always, I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy. And I bid you namaste.